Hi, welcome to the video presentation of intermediate milestone for the team ML Tamers. This is Kalyan Tulabandhu and my other team member is Anil Chivukula. So in this brief video presentation, we are going to provide the update on the chosen project, that is the course content creation, to illustrate the intuition, strategy and approach involved in solving machine learning problems using cloud solutions. So this belongs to both content and development tracks. So here is our journey so far. At the beginning of week 8, we started working on previously proposed project, that is analyzing the user clickstream data and automatically generate short summary videos. After working in week 8 and week 9, almost half of the week 9 on this initial project, we have encountered a huge roadblock where we could not obtain datasets from either of the MOOC providers. However, certain MOOC providers have agreed to release the data, but that is not fitting into the course timeline because that involves some paperwork and that needs more time to release the data for research purpose. So to mitigate the risk of not aligning with the project timeline, we have come up with an alternate project idea, that is the creation of course videos for solving the machine learning problems using cloud solutions. And the idea of this new project is to illustrate the intuition strategy involved in solving the machine learning problems using the cloud solutions. So currently we are at the end of week 10, and as this new project was identified like four days ago, we could not really spend the whole 2 weeks on this project, but we have put in a significant amount of time, and we are going to give the update on what we have completed so far on this new project as part of the remaining video presentation. The very first thing for our course content creation is the identification of 3 Kaggle datasets, and as mentioned in the task list of the project proposal, we were supposed to identify 2 Kaggle datasets, and so far we have completed identifying 1 Kaggle dataset, that is the house prices using the advanced regression techniques. We initially thought of identifying some active Kaggle competitions, featured competitions, and demonstrate how to solve those competitions and simultaneously explain the machine learning mathematics and theory involved in solving those problems as part of our videos. But later we got to know that we really could not use any non-open source solutions for solving the featured Kaggle datasets, and also we were not supposed to share the active competition datasets anywhere outside the Kaggle team. So that's why we have limited our dataset search to the knowledge category of Kaggle datasets, and this very first dataset gives us scope to illustrate various feature engineering techniques involved in solving the problem, and we're also going to talk about a lot of advanced regression techniques like random forest and gradient boosting while solving this house prices problem. And the nature of the data involved in this dataset is both numeric and non-numeric, that is the categorical or textual data, and this is a regression problem. And the second dataset, we are yet to finalize on the second dataset, and so far we have selected 2 of them, and we're still in the process of narrowing down to one of these 2 datasets. One is the sentiment analysis on the movie reviews, where the dataset is the categorical data, and it's a kind of multi-class classifier problem. And another one is the San Francisco crime classification, Again, the dataset includes the dates, numeric, as well as the categorical data, and this is also a multi-class classifier problem. So the next one we would like to talk about is the machine learning setup for solving these Kaggle competitions. We did the machine learning setup both locally as well as on the cloud, which we are going to use for solving these problems. And in the local machine, we are using the Spider, which is part of the Anaconda Navigator. And the Spider provides us a Python console where we could see the data visualization as well as the output of the Python program, and it also provides a way to take a look at the datasets being which we are going to solve with the variable explorer feature. Whereas on the cloud, we are using the Amazon SageMaker, and Amazon SageMaker provides the complete pipeline end-to-end which we need to solve a machine learning problem, and it has 3 different kinds of services that helps to maintain the notebook instances where we will create the Jupyter notebooks for solving the machine learning problem, and it also provides a training instance where we will be creating the training jobs and hyperparameter tuning by selecting the SageMaker custom algorithms. And the third one is the inference service, where we are actually going to deploy the created trained model at an endpoint, letting the end users to call this endpoint with a test data and make inferences. So whatever the local setup we have made on the for solving the machine learning problem using Spider, similarly we are using the notebook instances on the SageMaker where we could generate the data visualization, data cleaning, and making the data set ready for machine learning training, model training on the Jupyter notebooks. We have created one such notebook instance for the house prices dataset already, which is currently in service. And getting into few other details which are fascinating on the SageMaker is the hyperparameter tuning. This is a built-in tool where we could create a tuning job and automatically come up with the hyperparameters that makes the model more efficient. And it seems SageMaker uses the regression techniques to identify those set of hyperparameters to make the underlying algorithm more efficient. The SageMaker tool itself is a new thing for both of us. So in the last week we have also put in some effort in learning the Amazon SageMaker tool. We have completed the edX training built by the Amazon Web Services training group as part of this project. And next we would like to talk about the course content creation tools. So as this is going to be a content rack, even though we are actually using the SageMaker and the local environment to solve the machine learning datasets, the actual course videos will be created just like the way how we are currently doing this intermediate milestone 1, where we are using the Snowball microphone for recording the audio and OBS Studio for recording the actions on the screen, and finally we are using the iMovies, the inbuilt app on the Mac, for editing the video. So that's pretty much we have covered so far on this newly identified project, and this is our update for intermediate milestone. And I would like to conclude the project, the milestone update, to share that the overall project status is green, and we do not have any anticipated risks. And as next steps we are going to solve the Kaggle dataset 1, that is the house prices problem, using advanced regression techniques, and we will create the course content videos for the dataset 1, and we are going to identify and finalize the other 2 datasets for the course content creation. So that's all the update we have for intermediate milestone 1, and we'll be back with another update for intermediate milestone 2. Thank you.